Hi, this is Wiley Sharp with Catamaran Central, and today I'm going to take you for a quick video walkthrough on board Blue Octane. She's a 2019 Lagoon 52 5-cabin layout, which also happens to be my favorite layout on the Lagoon 52. Well-equipped boat that's been fully crewed, used for crude yacht charters here in the Virgin Islands. I think because of the versatility of the layout, she could continue in charter or make a great platform for a family that wants to go cruising. She's got upgraded cold storage, Yanmars, water makers, just a long list of stuff. So definitely check out the link in the description down below. Let's go ahead and jump aboard. Okay, we're going to begin today's tour here on the port sugar scoop. Through there, we have the first of two mechanical spaces, which on this side houses one of the upgraded Yanmar 80 horsepower 4JH series motors, as well as the Webasto air conditioning system, which was replaced in 2023. We're going to come back to the cockpit. We're going to make our way up to the foredeck, flybridge, etc., etc. So one of the nice things about the Lagoon 52 is just how much boat it is, but how manageable it is. I mean, it has the dimensions and space of a catamaran in kind of that 56, 60, 62 foot range, but it's very manageable, like a upper 40, lower 50 foot range, in my opinion. Through here, we've got the crew cabin, which is chock full of stuff that's in storage right now. Trampolines were replaced in the last year. And centerline, we've got the anchor chain and Lumar windlass back here. We've got plenty of storage underneath the 4 day beds, including the battery compartment and the Onan Generator. Sorry, the gimbal kind of glitched for a second there. Double spreader rig with a traditional mainsail and a self-tacking jib sail. Making our way over to the port side, we've got the crew head up there starboard forward. You can just see how wide the weather decks are making our way aft. I'll give you guys a quick pano of the space. The Lagoon 52, for her size, and contrary to the reputation of Lagoons in general, is one of the better sailing boats that Lagoon has made. I mean, the first time I sailed on a 52, I was absolutely blown away by the performance. No, it's not a high performance boat, but it sails a lot better than it should or it does on paper. I love the flybridge on the Lagoon 52. You can see we've got plenty of visibility both forward as well as aft. We've got all of the winches at the base of the mast, and on this particular boat, all of the winches are electric, including the dinghy davit winch too. So we've got a full B&G Electronics Package. Autopilot, chart plotter, etc., etc. And then down there, we've got the Yanmar controls. One thing I like about the bimini top on here is, I'll show you on this side, is that they've got these windows, which makes it very easy to see the mainsail when you're hoisting, tacking, just doing any sail maneuvering in general. And another thing that really helps with the visibility when you're under sail is the helm actually articulates on the Lagoon 52. So you can bring it over here to starboard. It's a little tricky angle to do on camera. Centerline where it was, or over on the port side, which depending on which tack you're on, kind of what maneuvering you're doing, can make a big difference in not only close quarter maneuvering, but maneuvering under sail. We're going to continue down the port side steps, make our way into the, make our way into the cockpit before we check out the interior. So we've got a U-shaped settee over on the port side with plenty of seating. You could probably sit comfortably 8 people here, or, cramming in probably 10 people. And then adjacent to that, we have the large day bed. And through here, we have the captain's quarters, or, well, it's a guest cabin, but it's currently being used by the delivery captain. The boat's getting ready to head to Grenada, and we're just going to respect his privacy. We've got tons of storage in there, as well as underneath that lid, and additional storage over there. And there is storage underneath the large day bed over here on the port side. So I mentioned the davit winch is electric. Boat's equipped with kind of a standard PVC tender with a Yamaha Enduro, which is, you know, really one of the best motors made. And then over here, we have the second mechanical space, which houses the upgraded Yanmar 80 horsepower motor, as well as a dive style swim ladder and a hot cold shower. Let's go ahead and make our way into the salon at Blue Octane and walk around. Okay, we're going to continue here into the salon, and before we even talk about anything in the space, I just want to point out how much natural light comes into this salon. I mean, that's one of the things about the Lagoon 52 that I absolutely love, is just these large vertical windows which don't really let a ton of heat into the boat, but just flood the space with a ton of natural light. So over here in the port aft portion of the galley, of the salon, we have the galley, which you can see they've installed Vitrofigo drawer style fridge freezer, as well as tons of counter space up top with a dual basin sink, storage up above the galley, including a microwave under this compartment, a nice 4-burner propane cooktop, as well as a Glem oven broiler. And then through here, we have additional storage for all of your cutlery, flatware, etc., etc. Continuing centerline forward, we have the forward-facing nav station, and here there's a Schreiber control for the lighting, as well as a B&G autopilot control, generator control, as well as the chiller control for the Webasto chillers, which were replaced in the last few years. And adjacent to that, we have the L-shaped settee with a high-low table with tons of storage beneath it, as well as storage up above. Let's go ahead and check out the 2 staterooms here down the port companionway. First stateroom we're going to check out is the bunk room, which to me, this is the best layout in the Lagoon 52, because even if you're not going to use this cabin as a cabin, in the case of this particular boat, they're using it as a crew cabin, it makes excellent storage. I think far better use of space than the 4-cabin 52. And then through here, we've got technically a wet head, although there is a shower door to separate. I guess we'll call it a moist head. How's that sound? Port forward, we have the first of 2 VIP guest staterooms, which is an athwartship queen-size berth. Just like up in the salon, there's tons of natural light that comes through the outboard window. Storage down beneath here. And then all the way up forward, we have the ensuite guest head with a separate shower stall. Storage behind the mirror, as well as under the sink. And I just love the fact that it is a walk-around queen-size berth, and you can also open up the hatch to get lots of natural ventilation through the space. We're going to continue across the salon and make our way down the starboard companionway. Check out the second VIP, as well as the owner's stateroom. So turning forward brings us into the second VIP, which is an exact mirror image of what we saw over on the port side, with the head all the way forward. Tons of natural light coming into the space, as well as storage beneath the window. Here midship in the companionway, we've got a full-size refrigerator, and then beneath that, a deep freeze. So coming into the owner's stateroom on board Blue Octane, I mean, this is one of the most impressive owner's staterooms in a 52-foot catamaran. You can see it's an athwartship walk-around berth. It's nice and low. There's storage underneath the bed. There's just tons of natural light that floods into the space. All the way aft, we have the owner's sink and vanity with storage above and below, as well as the owner's shower on the outboard side from there. And the owner's head itself is forward. I'm gonna just point out some more storage on the inboard side here. I mean, there is not a lack of storage on the Lagoon 52. And then through here, this door, we have the actual head on this stateroom. So there you go, there's Blue Octane. If you have any questions on this boat, please leave a comment down below, shoot me an email, and as always, if you like what we have to say, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks and have a good day.